After listening to all these beautiful reports about Sahaja Yoga, I myself start wondering how it has worked out so well and what must have happened that in those days of Kali Yuga, it has not only worked out but it is tangible. Scientifically, we can prove it. Of course, the health of the person is the most important thing, and that is to be brought to a normal condition is the basic of Kundalini awakening. But still, the way it has spread, the way it has worked out, is more the credit to you than to me. Because these are special times, as blossom times, and so many of you who were seekers before, seeking truth all over, going to Himalayas, standing on your heads, fasting, doing all kinds of renunciations and everything, now have taken birth and are normal people, householders. This was all promised that such thing will happen. Only with such people Sahaja Yoga will work out. So the whole thing is, I would say, a plan which has worked out. You all took your birth at this special moment. Even if you see the position of stars and all that, you can see clearly how everything has clicked together. It's all a divine plan. But in your case, it is your own decision. Because you are human beings and you have been given freedom to choose. It's your own decision to take to Sahaja Yoga. This is the time when there are billions and billions of seekers. Seekers who are banging their heads all round. When I listen to the story of some of the Sahaja Yogis who came to Sahaja Yoga, I am really astounded the way they were at it. The way they worked hard, the way they did everything, whatever the false gurus told them or whatever the books told them, they ransacked the libraries, everything, and were so desperate. This has come from your last lives, that you are seekers. But you have been seekers also of the same type in your last lives. And you took birth now, at this moment, with your decision that you have to come to this earth. Maybe you are not aware of it. But the second decision that you take is to come to Sahaja Yoga. Normally, if you see, there is a market about these gurus all over. They have a life, an ascetic type of a life. They wear saffron clothes, or they wear also some horns or something to impress people. They have so many ways of publicity, so many ways of collecting people, mesmerizing. And so many are lost. Especially for the people from America and all rich countries, you see, it was more alluring that you could pay for it. Because they told me that if you can pay for it, then you are sure you know what it is going on. With that kind of a background which came to them in this lifetime, that money is the one which gives you the validity. And Sahaja Yoga started in a very small way, as you know, with one person. And I used to cure people one after, and so many people were cured. But still they would not come to Sahaja Yoga. No commitment, nothing. They never felt any responsibility that they should help others. But on the contrary, they would collect so many. If I cured one person, he would collect 10 more and bring it to me. Like an agency they formed. Also, so many Sahaja Yogis in countries started curing people. They found that all people who were cured were useless, were no good for Sahaja Yoga. So I told them, use my photograph. Best is to use my photograph, then you won't catch, and they will develop that shraddha, that sort of a dedication, at least for the photograph. Then gradually they will come to Sahaja Yoga. So the second choice that you have made, decision, that you are committed to Sahaja Yoga. So you could have done it, the others have done, thousands who just got cured and got out of it, or who had some help and got out of it. But no, you are committed. You are committed to it. Now this sense of responsibility, this commitment, is a sign of a higher awareness. Otherwise, what is there to gain in Sahaja Yoga if you see from a material point of view? I would also say for doctors, you see, it's easy to tell them this happened, they got cured. They must be getting frightened that if this Sahaja Yoga is going to cure everybody, what are we going to do? How are we going to earn? After all, we've studied for 7 years, spent so much time, and now this Sahaja Yoga is curing everybody. So, what are we going to do about it? And they could be quite frightened, and they must be thinking that better not have anything to do. I know of one doctor who himself has no practice, but he's after Sahaja Yoga because he thinks all doctors may have to starve. It's not so. Of course, Sahaja Yoga is definitely curing people, even our mass, it can cure people, no doubt. Still, there are so many left for the doctors to cure them. So they shouldn't worry about that point. But one thing is definite, if you are a doctor and if you know Sahaja Yoga, you can easily help the patient to be all right without going into diagnosis or other procedures you have. There are very, very simple methods. But I tell you, it's a business now. Medicine has become a business. When we were studying medicine, we had to remember each and every prescription, every word of it, and the doctor had to prepare it, and the compounder had to make it, and the doctor was responsible. But nowadays, there are industries which are creating these medicines. Like these antibiotics are prohibited to Sahaja Yogis. But for anything they'll give you antibiotic. And it's a very, very dangerous thing to take antibiotics. But for doctors it's very easy, just prescribe antibiotics and take the fees for that. So the whole thing has become so industrialized. Everything is an industry. Even if you have to buy seeds for your farm, you have to go to some industry. In the same way, medicines have become like that. And the naturalness by which some of the things could have worked out very easily, very cheaply, you cannot do it, because for the doctor, unless and until he prescribes something very high potency sort of a medicine, he is not regarded as a great doctor. Under these circumstances, we are now Sahaja Yogis. I would say the Sahaja Yogis must have full faith in themselves. First of all, they must practice Sahaja Yoga at least for 10-15 minutes. And there is no need for you to go to any doctor, no need to purchase any medicines, no need for you to get diagnosis done. Like the other day we had a doctor who is having a hospital, kidney hospital, and he is doing dialysis. So this doctor came to me, he is now having a kidney trouble. So I said, Doctor, I'll cure your kidney on one promise, that you stop dialysis. Because you know that by dialysis you are not going to cure anyone. He says, I know that. But before person dies, dialysis means he must become absolutely a bankrupt, because he has to pay for that dialysis, no money for his children, no money for his wife, and he just dies as a bankrupt, giving all that money to this dialysis machine. So he said, how can I do it? I've bought all these machines here, so expensive, and now what can I do it? I said, you give it to somebody else. At least you will get your money back. No, you see, I have invested so much money. So the thing has now become an investment. As Sahaja Yogis, as Sahaja Yoga doctors, we have to think how we can reduce the problems of this world. If you start everything weighing in money, then it won't work out. If the doctor just thinks that I have to cure this patient, he cures that patient. Just say without taking any money. It's very difficult, but supposing he does that. Without taking money, he cures that person. Now what happens? He might think, Mother, how can I earn? You have to believe that this is divine power. Now, still we are sometimes on this mundane level. This is divine power. And the divine power provides you with everything. Now believe me in that. You want money? You will have money. No problem. Which way you will have? You can't say. Anyway, suddenly you will have money as much as you like. Whatever you need money for, you will at least have that provision. So this faith has to be very strong. What Rajesh has told or these people have told is true. But they have a complete faith that this divine power will give everything. So once you have that deep faith within yourself, I cannot say you can just bring the faith and put it in your heart, but it is to be inculcated. You have to meditate and inculcate this faith within your heart, that we can do all these cures without taking any money, without anything, but there will be money. Money for your use. You won't become a rich man like Ford or anyone, but you will be a sensibly paid fellow. You don't have to worry about money because you are a Sahaja Yogi, and that how can you work, Mother, when I have no money? You just try. I tell you, they have told so many miracles of health, but about wealth, if I have to tell you, it will take at least 100 days. But somebody was writing miracles about wealth, and the whole thing came up so much on my head. I said, forget it. You cannot publish it. It's so much. Everybody has gained, you know that. Somehow everybody has gained a lot in wealth also. So health and wealth. But above all is your spiritual wealth, which is the one which gives you joy. Why do you want money for? Money for getting joy. But if you get joy, why do you want to have money? The headache. Going to the bank, signing the check, making mistakes, income tax on your head. If you take that kind of an attitude, I can tell you, assure you, you will have no problem. But I have seen after coming to Sahaja Yoga also, people start worrying about money too much. Then sometimes they get into troubles, I know. You should not worry. There are so many things in which we get involved. Like when they come to Sahaja Yoga, the first thing they will do, Mother, my father's uncle's wife is sick. So will you cure her? So they'll bring her down. Somebody, my daughter, my father, my brother or someone is sick. First thing that goes into their heads, now this is a lady we have found out who can cure. All right, how can we use her? So where should we plug her? You see? So they bring all kinds of sick people. That's one thing. Then the second problem comes in, Mother, I have this problem, financial problem, financial problem, financial problem. Afterwards, very late, sometimes, with some people, they start saying, Mother, my vibrations are not there, would like to have my vibrations. I would like to feel the vibrations. I would like to be one with the divine. If it is the other way around, everything will work out. First you should say, I should have my vibrations, I should feel the divine power. Once the divine power is in your hand flowing, what do you want? So now this is where we lack. I am not saying you should have blind faith, but you should have Shraddha, is an enlightened faith within you, where you should see that something has happened, this has worked out. So why not the other thing will work out also? This once is established, you will really find that all your so-called problems will dissolve into something. There is no problems. No problems at all. So for Sahaja Yogis, it is very important that they should meditate for 10-15 minutes when they are in nirvichara, in thoughtless awareness, where they will go spiritually. Once you grow spiritually, then the rest of the things follow. Like, you see, somebody is begging on the street, all right. Then somebody is running after some minister, give me this job. Somebody else anxious to buy a car or something, a house or something. But supposing there is somebody who can give everything. Everything you can get. So why not get that? If you can get that thing which gives everything, why not get to that? And immediately you will see that as soon as you fix your attention onto that, you will see that all problems will fizzle out, absolutely. But that kind of a faith is, I've seen that is rarely there. But now there are so many who have found Sahaja Yoga so miraculous, who have come up to it, and it works. Like I know of a lady, and she was told by doctors that you have developed cancer. She said, impossible, I cannot develop. I cannot develop cancer. I said, how? I am a Sahaja Yogini. How can I develop cancer? She said, don't want to believe it. No, I don't. She went to another doctor. She said, you have no cancer. Only saying that has cured her. How can I have cancer? Only saying this thing with complete faith in herself cured her. Might have been, because cancer, you see, is all the time coming, going within our body. It's not something, it's like our mosquitoes, I must say. But when she says, no, it cannot be, it cannot stay in me, just finished. She came and told me this, I was amazed at her. She said, Mother, I just told, and it worked out. If you have faith, cancer can be worked out only with prayer also. Any disease can be worked out with prayer. But this faith part is very important. What Rajesh said is correct. I know of another fellow, Mr. Sharma, from Bombay. His wife was suffering, his mother was suffering from cancer in Rohtak. He was in Bombay. And he received a message saying that she's going to die within 3 days, it's all galloping and all. And Tashrif rakhiye. This happened. And he went to Rohtak. He saw his mother dying. He felt terrible and he just prayed. Mother, cure my mother somehow. She wouldn't even talk. They said 3 days she will die. After 3 days she was out of hospital. He brought her to Bombay. They took her to the cancer hospital. And they said she has no cancer. Now she was not a Sahajogini, but the faith of this man. Because now you know there is. There is God, you know it. It's actualization, you know it. It's not just telling you there is God, there is this, nothing. It's not only storytelling. Now you all have become realized souls. You have become walis. You have become Atma Sakshatkaris. So now only thing is have faith in yourself. That's all. All great people like we are sitting here with Nizamuddin Khan Sahib here. It's such a great incarnation, I would say, such a great realized soul. I came here first before going to Bombay. I came here. And after that people started recognizing, many Sahajogis came here. Now, what was the difference between him and you is that he had complete faith, that he was one with God. He had complete faith. That's the only point sometimes missing in Sahaja Yoga, which you should try to have. Once you have that, will solve all the problems of the world. All these conditionings, all this ego will drop out like that. So try to understand that such a great responsibility is on you people. There were only few here, one in Chishti, one Kabira, one Nanak Sahib, one here, one there. But now you are so many. And the responsibility is to transform the whole world. And to help the whole world is on you. And a simple thing is to have faith. Trust yourself and have faith. I am sure one day you all will be able to cure many, to help many, give realization to them, transform them. As it is, I am 70 years of age, and now you all have to come out and give realizations to people and transform this world. It's very important, by which we solve all our problems. It is very important to understand. May God bless you. अरे वाह, आइए आइए, क्या कहने, वाह वाह वाह.
This is for your information. This morning we all went to Hazrat Nizamuddin to offer the flowers and the chadar. Now the peer of Hazrat Nizamuddin has come himself to offer flowers to Shri Mataji. बोलो आदि शक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी की, श्री निर्मला देवी की, श्री निर्मला देवी की.